Hello my dear friends, and welcome back to another Star Wars news update. In today's video, we're going to be speaking about the Andor series, because following the exclusive article and new image by Empire magazine yesterday, we now have a full list of all the directors and writers for the Andor show, and which episodes are attributed to them. So let's dive into it. We begin with a plot synopsis. The Andor series will explore a new perspective from the Star Wars galaxy, focusing on Cassian Andor's journey to discover the difference that he can make. The series brings forward the tale of burgeoning rebellion against the Empire, and how people and planets became involved. It's an era filled with danger, deception, and intrigue where Cassian will embark on the path that is destined to turn him into a rebel hero. And then here is the list of directors. So right off the bat, some marvelous talent. Toby Haynes is directing half the series, episodes 1, 2, and 3, and later on in season 1, episodes 8, 9, and 10. Haynes is best known for his work on Sherlock, but he also directed some of the best Doctor Who episodes, not to mention his work on Black Mirror as well, so we should expect some high-class, top-notch directing from his episodes. Susanna White is directing 3 of the earlier episodes in the season, episodes 4, 5, and 6, with Benjamin Caron directing episodes 7, 11, and 12. And then we come to the writing. Unsurprisingly, Tony Gilroy has a bulk of the episodes, episodes 1, 2, and 3, and then 11 and 12. And then his brother Dan Gilroy has 4, 5, and 6, and another highlight to mention, Stephen Schiff has episode 7. Stephen is a brilliant screenwriter best known for The Americans, Wall Street, Lolita, and True Crime. And finally, Mary Queen of Scots writer Beau Willimon has episodes 8, 9, and 10. Some really impressive talent here, and I must say the lineup, just on paper at least, is some of the best we've had for Disney Star Wars. And for the 12 episodes of the first season, having just 3 directors, each one helming at least a quarter of the season, means the show is consistent and succinct. And so finally guys, in terms of executive producers, no surprises here. Kathleen Kennedy, Tony Gilroy, Diego Luna, and we also have Sana Vollenberg, who's best known for Chernobyl and Black Mirror. Not to mention Michelle Rejwan, who is the Senior Vice President of Live Action Development at Lucasfilm. She also worked on The Rise of Skywalker, but she's now involved in most of the live action Disney Plus shows. So based on this, a lot to be excited about. Now yesterday, my dear Megaloreans, we did have a lot to speak about after the Empire magazine exclusive dropped. Tony Gilroy explained how the series is going to explore 5 years. Season 1 is going to be 1 year, with season 2 spanning a total of 4 years. But the way they've done it for season 2 is that each 3 episodes represents 1 year in the timeline, so 3, 3, and 3, 12 episodes in total covers 4 years in the timeline. Not only this, but Diego Luna also spoke and made a point about how Rogue One is very different to the Andor show. He said it's going to be more character focused than the movie, arguing that Rogue One is really about events, not the actual journey of the characters, and that's what the Andor series is going to be. Not just for Diego Luna's character Cassian Andor, but also for Adria Arjona's character, Stellan Skarsgård's character, and they also made a big deal about Mon Mothma. But another really interesting point that Diego Luna hints at is not to view the Andor series merely as a prequel to Rogue One. Of course it is, but there's so much more to it. And there's one massive tease that Tony Gilroy gave. He said, quote, "I bet that when episode 104 plays, which is season 1 episode 4, he says when Mon Mothma finishes the episode, there'll be people tweeting about her. Genevieve O'Reilly, who plays the younger Mon Mothma, was sorely underused in Revenge of the Sith. There are so many deleted scenes from episode 3 with Mon Mothma, Bail Organa, and other members of the early rebellion that I really hope they draw inspiration from." And I think we should dedicate more time to talk about Mon Mothma because she's one of the most underrated characters in all of Star Wars. Not only this, but I don't think enough people realize just how important she is. As the head of the Alliance civil government, with the title of Chief of State, there are few characters more indispensable to the Rebel Alliance than Mon Mothma. She may have made a lot of mistakes in her time, but she always believed in hope. So if we go back just a little bit, before the Empire rose, Mon Mothma was a loyalist, adhering to the ideals of the Republic. But as the Clone Wars continued, with other like-minded senators, they wondered what had become of their state. And something that occurred before Rogue One that we're probably going to see in this series is Palpatine and Masamida sidelining many galactic voices in the Imperial Senate. And in case you didn't know, she was one of the Empire's most wanted, because in a famous speech, she called Emperor Palpatine a lying executioner, a brave but defiant act that got her listed as committing treason. The way she's going to have influence over a young Cassian and her conflicts with other rebel factions will be interesting to see, as they all move towards the same goal using very different tactics. And speaking of different factions, maybe we'll see more of the clash that she had with Saw Gerrera in Star Wars Rebels, since Forrest Whitaker is rumoured to be back. But Mon Mothma, the leader of the Rebel Alliance, is going to shine as one of the focal aspects of this first season. Hey guys, it's me again. So after I made the video, it occurred to me that I didn't address the speech being referenced in Star Wars Rebels. The speech that Mon Mothma gives, basically branding Palpatine as a liar and executioner, is addressed in the episode that I believe is called Secret Cargo of Star Wars Rebels, and what I should have said is that there's a good chance we might see that in live action. We know that the show is going to be influenced by a lot of things: Obi-Wan Kenobi, Jedi Fallen Order, Rogue One of course, but also Star Wars Rebels plays a major role timeline-wise in this series, and that could also bring with it other elements too. Who knows, we might even see the Ghost Crew before they make an appearance later in the timeline in Star Wars Ahsoka. This could be our first introduction to them in live action. Now, I'm just speculating, this is not a leak or anything informed, I'm just speculating based on this. And because we see Mon Mothma in the Imperial Senate in the Andor trailer, I think we're going to see why she was then exiled and why the rebels had to meet in private after that. That's going to be super fascinating to see. Really excited for this one, guys. I just wanted to make that point here. But as I reiterated yesterday, this series is not just about cameos and big moments, it's all about the character development, and ironically, that's what's going to make it one of the best told Star Wars stories in the Disney Star Wars era, even possibly giving The Mandalorian a run for its money. Of course, it's too early to say for certain, but there are so many reasons to be excited for this one. Bring on Star Wars Andor. And so finally, my dear friends, just before I go, we've got a really cool behind the scenes look at the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. A few photos of the volume have been circulating, and one video shows behind the scenes of the final duel in episode 6 between Vader and Obi-Wan. We see stunt double Tom O'Connell as Darth Vader being flung to the back of the set by Ewan McGregor. Check it out.
Go, ready, and 3, 2, 1, go!
As great as the volume is, it does have its limitations. For one, a lot of fans noted that some of the weirdly shot chase scenes and the poor lighting are due to the small space they had on the stage with the LED screen behind them. But with that said, technology-wise, things are getting better all the time, and there's no denying how it's dramatically increased the capabilities of what can be done for a show like this. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, guys, of everything we spoke about in today's video. Are you excited for the Andor series? And what do you make of the list of directors and writers? Share your thoughts down below. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give me a big fat thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. May the Force be with you, always.